At the end of A Bug's Life, we leave Aeryn recovering from the stab wound that Lirac had inflicted on her. Turns out she is not fully recovered.
You're ice cold. All right, knock off the completely healed crap and talk to me. No, you are not gonna die.
Didn't lie to you. My muscles are healed. But that knife must have pierced my peripheral nerve, and once that is damaged, it doesn't regenerate. So within 50 or 60 hours, it's going to fail, and I am going to die. There's nothing you can do about it. The only treatment is a tissue graft from a genetically compatible donor.
Fine. We'll find someone. We got, what, 2-3 days?
At best, we're nowhere near a Sabatian colony.
But we are near a peacekeeper base. Less than 20 yards, and those commandos were kind enough to leave the address.
Crichton, of course, has a plan to save her.
Your masquerade as a peacekeeper fooled 4 battle-weary commandos briefly.
Infiltrating a top-secret Ganak base is quite another matter, though, John.
When you get inside the base, you're gonna have to find a tissue match.
And obtain a tissue sample.
If he's found out, we're all put at risk.
Will Moya be able to get us out of here with our pregnancy so far advanced?
What about you, Guido? How you feel about this?
Look, what's the difference what we want? She's dying. We must face reality here. The only sensible course of action is...
I'm sorry, Sparky. What are you saying?
is to do everything in our power to save Aeryn's life.
Right.
Even though it's likely to get us killed.
Crichton foolishly thinks he can pull off this mission on his own. Chiana has to remind him that he needs help.
Hey, gotta love a man in a uniform.
Yeah, I love a girl in gray.
Traveling outfit.
Yeah? You going somewhere?
With you?
Think again.
I'll think out loud. What you need on this jaunt is a talented burglar and distraction causer.
You volunteering? What's the angle?
I want to earn my keep aboard this boat.
In Nerve, Chiana becomes a major part of the show by becoming useful to our heroes' efforts to survive. In the previous few episodes, Chiana contributed little more than eye-rolling and snarky comments. She jumps at the chance to accompany Crichton, certainly eager to get off the boat and entertain herself, but she earns her passage by saving Crichton's Ema. But first, they need to get to the secret Gamak base. Suddenly, Crichton can pilot a prowler. We had seen him practicing with a transport pod under Aeryn's tutelage. A prowler, though, is a totally different animal, a high-performance jet fighter, and it is unlikely that Aeryn would have consented to giving him lessons. Nevertheless, we need a plot, and that requires Crichton and his girl in gray to zip down to the Peacekeeper base.
Looks like some kind of mining complex. Maybe a refinery?
Looks like it's been nuked. Long time ago, big time. Could be camouflage, could be dead.
It's not dead. 8 targeting systems have just locked onto us.
Typical warm peacekeeper welcome.
Thanks to Chiana's talented burglary, they pass through security. Then Chiana begins her job of distraction causer.
For myself and for my personal server.
You're...
Lirac, make sure the quarters are comfortably cool. It's hot in here.
You brought a civilian with you.
You're getting nosy.
Just admiring your taste. I've never seen a species quite like her.
Nor have we, though the femme fatale trope is nothing new.
What did you pay for her?
You don't want to know.
Does she give good value?
She has her moments.
And at that moment, 12 minutes and 6 seconds into the 19th episode, appears the greatest villain in the history of science fiction.
Excuse me, Captain. Duty calls.
More on that guy later. First, Crichton needs more help.
If you would place your hand in here, thank you, Captain.
You know who we are. Let us past.
Sir, everything beyond this point is Security 3 Velka. Genetic verification required. Captain, I must ask you to place your hand in the device.
And I must ask you, Lieutenant, who are you to give me orders?
I can give you orders because I'm a Chief Security Officer, Captain.
Genetic scan verified.
Satisfying. How the hell did we get away with that? Did you do something to the chip?
John,
Chiana. What are you doing here?
Yes, what is she doing there? The universe isn't that small. This plot twist is even more unbelievable than Crichton's sudden ability to be a fighter pilot. But we need a plot, and now we have the 3 things we need for this episode. Crichton's sudden fighter pilot ability, Chiana stealing Larak's ident chip, and Galena appearing out of nowhere to complete Crichton's mission.
How'd you know I was here?
I saw you in the officers' lounge, wearing that uniform. Well, I knew you'd never passed the genetic scan, so I overrode the security program. You did all that. What, from here? Yes. Crichton. This is a very good friend.
Galena goes to find a tissue match to save Aeryn.
Good news.
You find a match?
Even better. We don't need to find a donor. Our medics can now synthesize paraformal tissue.
Right. How long will it take them to cook up a batch?
They already have. 1 dose, some bed rest, and she'll be as healthy as ever.
How convenient. Chiana goes off to distract Heskin and Javio, but doesn't realize who she really needs to distract.
That man. He is an imposter. Seize him.
Meanwhile, on Moya, Dargo shows his intelligence in problem solving.
This is no way for someone to die, even a peacekeeper.
Dargo, all I can do is ease her journey. The nerve that was damaged regulates toxin removal functions. The poisons that are building up in her body, they're killing her.
Can you filter them out?
I have no means to do that.
Zan. Moya does, doesn't she?
Dargo and Crichton have briefly swapped roles. Crichton blunders into danger, while Dargo is the thoughtful caretaker who comes up with a plan to save the day. Meanwhile, back at the Gammak base, meet the comfy chair and our new villain.
name is Larak. Peacekeeper Special Ops.
Unfortunately wrong. On all counts. I am Scorpius.
But of course you are.
Of course he is. But Scorpius doesn't waste time on pleasantries.
I long ago learned the advantages of patience. A memory.
A memory. Remember that. And I'm not playing with words. Crichton's memory is the defining thread of Farscape, the original series. Scorpius's Aurora chair is a classic mad scientist device. It extracts memories from people, including Crichton's most recent encounter with Grace.
Found something linked to it.
Tavu is dead. Struck down by a weak, pathetic, inferior being. You will die in my hands.
I suspect our captain has turned renegade. Broadcast a wide dispersal message. Coded to Krace's command carrier. Direct him to come immediately.
You think he'll actually show up?
Certainly. Tell him we have his prey.
Ah, but Crichton is now Scorpius's prey. It is what Scorpius and his assistant find locked in Crichton's memory that changes everything.
These equations are necessary for creating a wormhole.
I don't remember that. You're teaching me how to...
No, you cannot access this data consciously. You won't remember this part of our encounter. We will not give you wormhole technology.
Why not?
If you're not smart enough to discover it on your own, you're not smart enough to handle it wisely. You'll have to find it yourself. The unconscious knowledge we've given you will guide you. Nothing more. That's all that we can do for you. But that should be enough. You are already on the right path.
Well, well, well. Our spy has an interest in wormhole technology.
Wormholes. What a concept. What a mystery. Gee, I believe they could make wormholes the center of a science fiction series.
What's this base got to do with... That's why you built it? All this research. You're trying to create a wormhole.
This is no laughing matter, Crichton. Just wait. Next, we meet a second new character.
Hey! You don't put that thing in here! I don't want a roommate! Get it out! Hey! That's my mat! Get off my mat! Go on! Go!
Fine. I don't want any trouble.
At least Stark didn't throw you to the floor like Aeryn did at first sight. And look, our old friend Grace has returned.
You are dead, Crichton. But you have one choice. Do you wish to save the lives of your shipmates on Moya?
So everybody on the ship's okay? Sam? Aeryn?
They're all unharmed, as is the Leviathan.
They're all in perfect health.
They could easily change.
Fetch the comfy chair.
Crichton plays for time, while Galena creates a way for Chiana to get back to Moya with the tissue graft that will save Aeryn. Suddenly, Chiana can pilot a prowler. Must be something in the water on Moya. Chiana gets back and earns her keep aboard this boat. Dargo sits with Aeryn while Crichton sits in the chair.
Dargo?
I'll stay here and watch over her, just in case.
The false alarm was a diversion. Who triggered it?
We don't know, sir. We're still checking.
Crichton will tell us.
It's Farscape's first multi-part episode, a taste of what's to come. What we learn in this episode. We learn about another Sebacean Achilles heel. Wound the peripheral nerve, and it is certain death. We previously learned Sebaceans crumple in heat, and now we learn they are prone to a battle injury from which they can't recover. Their peripheral nerve weakness is similar to the Luxon blood not bleeding clear weakness. We learn a bunch about Chiana. Nerve is our first extended view of Chiana, her previous appearances being mainly snarky and petulant comments. She shows herself to be clever and useful. Crichton's mission could not have succeeded without her help. Chiana has already been referred to as young, but she already knows how to deal with men.
With me, you'll be comfortable and protected. Shall we continue this discussion in my quarters?
My policy's no free samples. Let me consider your offer on my own.
We also see that Chiana is capable of killing when the situation calls for it. We meet two new characters, Scorpius and Stark. Both are mysterious in their own ways. Scorpius clearly has authority in the Peacekeeper hierarchy. He seems to have rank over Javio, but Crace believes he outranks Scorpius. Newcomer Scorpius is not in uniform as is everyone else on the base, though perhaps in this part of the galaxy that getup is the uniform of a mad scientist, which is what he appears to be. Who or what Scorpius is remain a mystery at the end of this episode. Stark is also a mystery, other than that he is definitely high-strung.
That's your side. This is my side. You stay on your side. My side, your side. My side, your side. My side, your side.
Ponderables.
The planet is an uninhabitable gas giant, but it has a large moon on the far side.
Large enough to have an atmosphere, pilot?
Yes. The base must be located there. In this orbit, the planet's huge mass will shield us from it completely.
Okay, sorry. No way in Hasmana the Peacekeepers wouldn't be monitoring everything that enters the stellar system and every approach to their gamic base. The idea of hiding behind the planet's bulk, that just does not work. But, again, we need a plot.
Males outnumber females here? 5 to 1. What do you poor guys do for fun?
Not very much.
I'd say I got here. Just in time.
On Earth, some people are still having difficulty accepting relationships between people of different skin colors. In this part of the galaxy, people have no difficulty with sexual relations between people of different species. I must say, that is very woke.
This may help stabilize you until Crichton returns with a cure.
Oh, whether it works or not, Zan, I commend you on your ingenuity.
Actually, it wasn't my idea, it was Pilot's.
Why does Dargo not want Aeryn to know it was his idea? He explains.
Why didn't you want me to tell her it was your idea?
Earlier on, Aeryn told me she wanted to die alone. As a warrior, I should respect her wishes and not interfere.
You did a good thing. You may have saved her life. Despite her words, she really didn't want to die.
I do not even believe that she wants to die alone.
It's an insight into Dargo's character that he shows this respect for Aeryn not that long after he had, with reason, seen all peacekeepers as enemies. Things are shifting in big ways at this time, and those big shifts continue in Part 2, The Hidden Memory.
For the 9th time, Nosferatu. I'm not a spy.
Join me for that deep dive recap next, and please support the Farscape Continues project. Click on the Ko-Fi link below and give a few dollars to help keep me going.